lot of starters in that draft. The goal is always, if you can get, 3 starters is a great draft. If you get 4, that's a home run. You can look, once these guys are all healthy and when they're all in the field, they all produced. And you start with the 2 first-rounders. Obviously, Zach, I think as the year progressed, you saw him take steps and really start to get it. Vera Tucker, to me, is going to be a perennial Pro Bowl player. He's outstanding. You've got the 2 Michael Carters, both played great, and Elijah Moore, when he was out there, did things. You've got all these young corners that got a lot of valuable reps. Now, maybe some of those guys aren't your 1 or 2 corner, going into the future, but they're going to have roles on this team and provide a lot of depth. So, yeah, you're right. I think that was the foundational draft, and this is the year where you got to kind of get that thing to really turn over and really get rolling. This is the year to do it.
It doesn't surprise me. Michael Carter was a great pickup. Elijah Moore, the production that he brought, I loved him coming out of college, and just, the shifty, athletic ability to separate. He's done everything you would hope and probably a little bit more, in a rookie year. So if Wilson can kind of, get settled in and get into a groove and play to the level that I know he's capable of playing, and that's going to take more offensive line help and a lot better, talent and speed on the defensive side. But if Wilson gets going, you're starting to see kind of the pieces around him that he's going to need to kind of grow old with over the next several years.
If the quarterback works, which it looks like he's going to, then this is going to be a great draft. If the quarterback doesn't, then it'll be a good draft. But Vera Tucker was a curiosity to me because I started hearing so much buzz about him, and rarely do you hear buzz about like a guard/tackle. Like kind of versatile offensive lineman going in the in the teens, like that's it. But last year, like everybody fell in love with him. So when the Jets traded up, I was like, it's got to be for him. Like who else could it be? And I think they really took advantage of that, seized on a moment, got a really good player. And then Elijah Moore. I was here in camp, and I think I was here the second or third day, and you could already tell like he was really good and promising, and just like, and it's not just that, yes, he was a good player, but like carries himself well, great in the locker room. Like these are the kinds of things as you build, like these are really important.
A year ago, Brandon Echols was who, and now Brandon Echols is the guy picking off Tom Brady. So that's huge, and the fact that you're able to get pieces here, like Michael Carter. They have a foundation. It takes time to build that foundation. Could they be from what the Bengals did from worst to Super Bowl in 2 years? Fingers crossed. We've now seen that can be done, right? So I think last year they got some great pieces to put around the quarterback, and all the focus is always going to be on the quarterback, but those other pieces will make it easier for him to take that next step.
You put 2 or 3 of those types of drafts together, you really have a meaningful foundation. Again, it all starts up front with the Lions. Like, we could talk about all these characteristics of Zach Wilson, but if you can't protect him, nothing else matters. So, again, Vera Tucker to me is the headline that comes out of that. Becton needs to come back and play well. If you have 2 cornerstones on the left side of the line, that's a really good place.
Yeah, so certainly some good players. The guard out of USC, Vera Tucker, I think he's going to be a Pro Bowl caliber player, pretty often. Joe Douglas is a big O-line guy. We all know that. He likes the big guys. So I wouldn't be surprised if one of his top picks this year does the same thing, right? Still need to probably see a little more from Mekhi Becton based on the way last year went. I know he was injured, but those, I think with the quarterback and the offensive guard, you have at least a good foundation you can build around.
I'm a huge fan of Elijah Moore, and I think he is going to be unlocked in year 2. At Ole Miss, he was a very outstanding receiver, but I think was limited from a route perspective. In New York, he's been used more and more as the season progresses. I think that's another guy that takes a leap with Zach Wilson. You have to hope this offseason they are working out every single day, trying to build up that camaraderie, because Denzel Mims has not panned out, the former Baylor wide receiver. They need more juice at the receiver position, guys that can lean on for 10, 11 target type of games, right? Elijah Moore maybe isn't that right now, but that's exactly what a Drake London could be, or Chris Olave of Ohio State, maybe even Garrett Wilson of Ohio State as well.